doing, guys? I just wanted to discuss this whole thing about expectations and just knowing what's safe and what's not safe about it. So, in life, you will have people who will come to you with, let's say, their problems, or some people will exclude you from things or not regard you in a way that you like. For example, you could have 3 friends, Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? You invited them to your birthday party in Bahamas. It was a success. It was fun. Everybody had a good time. Woo, woo, woo. Following year, summertime, weather nice and everything like that. These are your guys, You travel with them the first time. Everything was swell. Why wouldn't it go good the second time? You invite them out again. This time you guys are in Mogadishu, living it up and everything like that. Trip goes awesome. Everything's swell. Year 2 down the line, couple months, whatever. Tom now decides he wants to do a trip, but you're excluded. Tom does this trip with Harry and maybe some of his colleagues that you don't know. But the whole thing is you're excluded. They out of town, they living it up, they out the country. The whole time, like I said, you weren't invited. Now, this can go 2 ways. If I do it my way, I would not get upset. I would just go, oh, good for them, have fun. Woo, woo. The other me, probably old me, would be like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, I always invited him to my trips. I always invited this. I always did this and did that. Like, damn, I wonder why he didn't invite me. What I would also do was throw a little pebble, a little salt, like, oh, why wasn't I invited? Or, oh, did I miss the call? Or, just being funny, obviously, instead of directly asking, hey, why didn't, you hit me up? Like, I would have went along. I ain't having, no plans this week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't do. You'll notice there are people out here who set high expectations and set expectations for just people in their life. Those are the same people that are also very prideful. They'll never, for some of them, hopefully, they learn to do it. But for the most part, for the majority of them, they will never find it in themselves to lower their pride enough to just ask. Boom. Shorty light's about to get cut off, but she's on the phone talking to somebody, telling them like, damn, my light's about to get cut off. Oh, I don't get paid to the 14th. We're gonna be in the dark until the fucking 14th. That's crazy. That person right there's expectations with the person on the call is for them to just step in and say, oh, I got you, and until you get paid or whatever. That's their expectation. And the minute they don't do that, cold shoulder. They distant with you. They throw in little shots and little pebbles on social media, which was something a lot of people like to do. That's like a trend. Old and young and old, everybody does that. I don't do that because that's corny. But people would throw little shots and little pebbles, like, oh, what are people good for? And and these same people don't realize that the answer to your question lies in your question. Like, within your problem lies your solution. These, like I said, prideful people, you'll never ask, like, hey, if you have it, are you able to send me $175 so I can pay for the lights, get my lights cut back on or whatever? Are you able to? What I just said is foreign to a person who's prideful. Like, they can't bring themselves to do that because they just feel like, oh, we're family, oh, we're close friends, or, we buddies and stuff like that, and I just told you my license cut off. You feel me? You just got your check. Everybody just got their little, taxes or whatever. So you couldn't have possibly blown it because, you don't have kids and, you're not doing nothing. Bro, that'll literally be somebody's answer. I'm speaking off of experience. That'll be somebody's answer. You don't have children. So what priorities do you have? That must mean you're just sitting on money. So you should be more than able and willing to, help me cut my lights back on. That's not necessarily the case. One thing you don't want to do I can say it until I'm blue in the face. Do not set expectations. Do not set high expectations. Be surprised instead. The best things in life are surprises. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at with it. Feel me? I think it's very selfish of people to do these type of things. I think it's very selfish because, again, you never know what's going on in that person's life. They may appear that, they just got it like that, or, you might go on their page, you'll see them online turning up in a club, you'll see them probably on a boat ride, or you'll see them out to eat. You feel what I'm saying? All things to lead you to your assumption of, oh, you got money, basically. So what's the reason why you won't help me cut my lights on if you're in a club? You don't never know these people's story. You don't never know what goes on in these people's lives. Why? Because you're too prideful and you won't ask. You feel what I'm saying? And if the person straight up told you, like, hey, not a good week for me, or whatever, but you still looking at their story and everything like that and what they got going on, and you see them clearly spending money, you think they fake. You think they being fake with you. You think they lying. You think they this, you think they that. You don't know what's going on in people's lives unless you ask, and you're not going to ask because you're prideful. You don't know if that's credit they spending. You don't even know if that's somebody else's money that they spending. You don't know. Why? Because you are too prideful and you will not ask, but yet you set expectations for people. And when they don't deliver, you could call them every curse word in the book. You feel what I'm saying? All because you're selfish and you're stuck in your emotions. Be careful with that. I'm out of here.